It's great to see you all here, and I just think the Vikes look great. The youths look great. The beasts who are making their own privates look super dope. So let's try and throw some NFTs maybe on the wall, and let's just talk about that process. So Trax, you got the keys. Hit me up with a couple beasts and a couple, and if we could grab my youths and let's stick them on a wall and walk through that process.
Yeah, so basically, when I come onto the land, I requested to build from you, and you can co-build together. Let me see if it's gonna work. It's gonna maybe act a little weird, maybe because a bunch of people are here, but usually what's able to do. Oh, there we go. I got build permission. So basically, what it is I can hang up a picture directly, like while I'm standing here with you guys. I can rotate a picture. I can scale it up really big. Hold on, let me scale this one for you guys, and hang it up really nice and high. We could literally display this live and then just like have a conversation about it. Like, hey, this is beast number, this one, and beast number 4105, and this is, what I feel about this one, and you can have a whole art gallery. And basically, like, what it is you grant people build rights, and they can either build on your land or they can terraform on your land. And you can get. I seen it happen on Thread Guy's stream last night. He when he first came in, his land was just a plain island, and he granted like a bunch of people to build on his land, and all of a sudden, within literally like 5-10 minutes, there was this massive giant build already built with games already around. He refreshed, came back, and there was games built, and he was playing the games with MFer and everybody. It was hilarious to watch. But yeah, that's the way you can co-build with each other. You can add, you can add games together. You can build different games together. It's really really interesting to co-build. I love it. It was really fun to do it with my son last night. We were laughing so much while we were building shit. Like, we were literally dying laughing, having a
So
good.
how did you do it? You went to B, you hit B for builder, right? Because I'm gonna try that stuff. And if I wanted to add, say, like, some sort of wall or some sort of like, container, which seemed to be all the rage currently, how would I grab that container? Maybe we also talk about like how you might access some of the other stuff. And then we'll hear from another.
So when you go onto the left of the side of your screen, you'll just scroll. You definitely want to use like a wheel scroll, like a mouse with a wheel scroll, because using a touchpad doesn't really have that. So it's hard to like get through a lot of these apps in general on a computer. So I would really recommend using a mouse. But when you will scroll down, you'll find something like there's shipping containers, or you could even search for items. You can search for specific items. You can limit categories to like what's in your wallet. You can go into the wallet and find only what's in your wallet to put out there, whether it's 3D assets or 2D profile pictures and NFTs. But for like the shipping container, like basically what I did was I pressed B, I then press request to build. You have to accept it, in which you press yes, you press Y, and then that allowed me to get into the builder. And then went to you said let me get a shipping container, and while you were talking about it, I grabbed the shipping container and I dropped it, because it's really that easy to do. Like, it's just like, and everybody sees that happen live. And if they don't, sometimes they just have to refresh, and then there's a whole another build there. And or you can, like, right now I can literally build a whole game in front of you guys, and it would be created. And that's something that you can do too. It's really really awesome.
I mean, I gotta say the freedom that they've added to this to be like, hey, I want to do a first person shooter or a race, and it's there, and we don't have to build it. I really learned more, even though we've been running through the metaverse for 3 years, one way or another, a bunch of us together, like this.
I want to hear what another set has to say. Do you have anything to add to the ease of build with co-building?
So not specifically, but so Chris in the audience just joined the space, and I wanted to give a quick kind of who he is. So he's the original creator of Nyan Cat, and I collected his balloon, and kind of a cool for an artist to quote unquote be a builder. So if you see me on the crate, he actually randomly tweeted out his Nyan balloon in the game, and we met up in Nifty, and we've sort of following each other, come close, and played the game a few times. So it's just cool as like a OG for me, like a OG meme that kind of grew up on like in my teen years to come full circle in the metaverse with the original creators. Just a cool experience, and shout out that MFer.
Oh, love, love, love. If you'd like to come up and introduce yourself, we'd love to have you. I just saw Pharaoh in the audience. I just sent them a request. They are doing some really, really cool things in Nifty. I think another you pointed me in their direction. So I was really excited. So if they can, I would love for them to come up and talk a little bit about what they've got going on and their building experience in Nifty, because I hear they've got some cool shit. So I'm really interested, Make, why is there a open sea pirate ship on your island? Is that a thing? Are we doing that now?
You know what? I don't know how that got there. My son. So, okay, real facts. And
That
by the
was me yesterday, bro. I was co-building. I just saw it.
Tracks.
We got a few fun things, but first, I want to welcome one of my favorite people from the A Kid Called Beast community manager, leader, absolutely doing insanely cool stuff right now with 3D printing. Mimi, great to see you, family. Now the disclosure. Okay, full disclosure. I had a lot of stuff to do, and my son right now is banned from his iPad. So I had him build this, the beginnings of this, and I'm still a new builder. So there's the truth. Right now, I'm looking for some toys. And Cece, you now have permission to build as well, so feel free to decorate my meta bestie.
Yeah, that was really, really easy to request permission, and it didn't take anything but a second to figure that out. So I do find the UX UI on this platform to be really intuitive, especially for, I wouldn't consider myself a gamer. I'm I don't know, an adventure and explorer or something like that. And it's still easy for me to do, and I'm like 40 something years old. So if this old girl can do it, anybody can.
I mean, in the
Um,
sweet seven, what, PC. I digress.
I am interested. I know that there's lots of games that you guys can choose from that are sort of like these preset, I think Trax, you said it was like drag and drop, like, easy peasy games that you can set up. Is there an opportunity, do you guys know, to kind of do more custom game experiences? Is that something that's coming down the line or is already available?
So from what I heard on another Twitter space, I'm sure Faro can say this. Hope I'm saying that right. But I heard somebody speaking about coding and doing things like that. So I'm sure Faro knows because I feel like Faro's build was really extravagant. Maybe they know, but yeah, I heard somebody mentioning that yesterday. Something about a more custom approach on building specific things. So I don't know if anybody else knows more about that, but
Yeah.
yeah, let me know.
Pharaoh, welcome to the stage. We're so glad you could join us. Do you want to introduce yourself to our friends who might not be Nifty Maxis just yet? We're getting them there. And then, yeah, if you have any alpha on that game experience.
Yeah, good morning. Hello. Can you hear me?
You are crispy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Pharaoh. I've been around Nifty since about 2021, when they first kicked things off, and just been doing my thing in the community there, just spending a bit of time, meeting everybody, creating content, and learning how to build in a metaverse space myself. I wanted to talk a little bit about back to the point about sharing build permissions in islands. It's a quite a unique feature because it allows people to go and work for people essentially as well. So it creates a little micro economy there too. So you can request permissions and you don't really have to share wallet access, which is a really important security issue that people have too. So yeah, that's a pretty cool feature there.
I love that feature. Now that you've mentioned it, yeah, sharing wallet access is very scary for a lot of us. So thank you for sharing that little tidbit. So you've been hanging out in Nifty Island since 21, you were
Yeah, it
saying?
wasn't quite fully fleshed out as it is today, but it certainly was a pretty cool experience. Even during the alpha, it had
How have things changed from when you first jumped in till now? Are there any like noteworthy like upgrades or additions that sort of, if you were a historian, you would be like, and then this is what actually made Nifty Island, really blah, 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 blah.
Look, honestly, I think, the community always started pretty strong. It's definitely grown and exceptionally over the last, month, but even from the lead up during the launch as well, it's kicked off, which is great to see. Lots of other communities getting involved. I think it's really nice to see ourselves all sort of sharing spaces and being able to be our avatars, so to speak, because early days we all just used one single avatar, and then they launched the Palms back in 2022, I think it was, which they're sort of like the goat nifty NFTs, and now it's you can't keep track of how many are currently available. And also with regards to building, you used to have to place every single item individually. Nowadays you can just you can place a bunch, and then you can copy 10 to 15 items if you like, and then you can duplicate those, and it's a way better user experience for sure.
That's amazing. And what is your experience? Sorry, side tangent, because I'm really interested.
No, for sure.
What is your experience with the Nifty team and their feedback to your, as a developer, like your asks, your wants? Have they been pretty good in being able to accommodate? Do they keep you guys posted on updates and stuff like that? How is the Nifty team's relationship with their community?
I'd say it's absolutely excellent. They provided regular alpha updates while we were, learning the game and playing the game. So I think it'd be about every month they would put together an alpha update and add new features, and whether that be community recommended features or not, that was another thing. But it was an open forum, and they had a channel dedicated to sharing suggestions and whatnot. So yeah, I think they certainly have grown as a team with the players too. So
that is awesome. That is for me as a metaverse explorer or a platform, adventure, one of the, I would say, vital signs of a healthy virtual community, metaverse community, is the relationship between the creators and the users. So
yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And from what I've seen since the beta has launched, they certainly still listen to community members and are really keen on a lot of feedback. So Charles basically jumps on an opportunity to hear what somebody has to say. So
oh yes, we've had the pleasure of Charles' company in Metaverse Monday, and he is what do you say? He's like a personality. He's definitely, very engaging, and he does take that feedback. I think I heard him tapping away when somebody was discussing something, and he's like, "Oh, that's a good idea," and let me just
absolutely.
Make, you wanted to interrupt me? I'm sorry, love.
Yes, actually, both of you, and great alpha fair. I'd love to hear Walker a little bit.
Yes, I saw that sweet little hand up. Thank you, Walker.
They integrated for Metatope the entire collection. I just love their thoughts on that process, and we can't forget about Wilson. He's got a giveaway for us, and we are, we got a hard 10 minutes. Also, if you could lastly rotate the building I just put in, this noob is spinning around.
Okay, let's give Walker the time, because he has his hand up and it's probably hurting.
Oh, no, absolutely fine. Love the discussion. Yeah, I just wanted to say, we had the opportunity to work with Charles and the Nifty team one-on-one, and we've worked with countless teams and founders across the space. And I have to say, just their focus, their attention to the community and to the feedback is really just, it's setting a standard that we should all look to in the industry when we're launching products, because the amount of complexity and just stress that they had around this launch, trying to integrate, I think it was over 70 communities into this giant metaverse with all of these different interactions and functionalities, and and just all of the possibilities that have to be dealt with, and the outlier cases, and the potential issues. And I think that they have just done a phenomenal job, and I'm really excited to see them continue to grow. Getting the Utes assets into the game was really a breeze. We did have a little bit of a hiccup, and it was just truly as simple as the token ID. The assets being called from the wrong number. It was just that simple. But it kind of caused a big headache because to get that right either way was pretty time consuming. Not complex, but time consuming. But we've ironed that out, and I have a very high level of confidence that Nifty is going to continue to deliver for the space in a big way.
Factual facts. I want to agree with you on that one. Well said, sir.
Well,
Yes. So we've got about 8 minutes left. I want to respect everybody's time because you guys choose to be here with us every week. So let's pass it over to Meg. Did you have any housekeeping? Because I do want to
yeah,
plug Wilson's giveaway one more time at least.
I really do too. I just want to say I see some incredible builders here with us, and I would be remiss to say they help us get where we're going. OX Quan in the building, my Vibe family just pulling up, Josh Garrett, who really set a torch under me, helping me get my VRM into spatial. Ira's in here who can get anybody dancing in here. It's just like the cultivation of beautiful minds working forward in here is really special. And if you guys take a minute, I'm not kidding. You've got some of the absolute forefront builders in here. So big love, fam. Let's go to the top. I am pumped, and we're almost there. Take it away. Let's spin a wheel.
Awesome, awesome. So let me head on over to the old Twitter picker. And then also, we are doing Metaverse Monday every week. We want to give you guys quality content. And if you guys have a suggestion, is there a world that you want us to, check out? Is there a builder that is doing some mind-blowing things that you think needs to, be interviewed and you want to know more about them? I do this space so I can learn more. I can become a better citizen of the metaverse that we live in. So I am always looking to learn and to grow. So if there's something that you think is interesting and you want us to dive deeper on, please feel free to hit us up in the DMs. And we can give you the content that you guys are looking for.
And real quick, I just want to give a big shout out to the Vipes, because if it wasn't for the Vipes, I wouldn't have really ever heard about Nifty in the first place. Back when they did, I think they did pre-alpha testing. Like we had like a little session where they were like using the swords in a quick little death match. I really didn't get into the match, but I got to just watch it and see it. And it really just like, putting more animations to our character, our avatars that we've been using for years already is really something really fun. Just the way that our characters can jump around and seeing them in the middle of a fight is really really cool. So just want to give a big shout out to Vipes, because they were always on the forefront of things. And and this is a shameless shill. I just really feel like when you get a Vipe, it really is cool. Like the fact that you can get a whole big giant room created for you already from the customized from the Vipe. It's really, really a lot of fun, and I love what they've done. And they were the ones who put the alpha on me about this a long time ago, probably like maybe last summer or like around fall season last year. But yeah, I want to give a big shout out to them, because yeah, they put me on way early. And when the launch happened, I was listening in the Twitter space and really trying hard to get into the launch and get in, and it was not letting us in for a little bit. And then once they opened up the servers, like I just watched all these islands just sprout out like one by one, and just it was really cool to witness from the launch of the beta, because you get to see builds when they're just plain islands, and now they're just like massive giant, like you just got to come see the stuff in here. You can get lost into it for hours and hours. It's really dope shit you got to see.
Amazing. Well, I can't thank you enough, Trax. And I know, we're gonna do our wrap up section soon. Get ready, folks. I'm gonna straight chill you. Once again, one of my favorite DJs. I have been rocking with this guy almost 3 years now in the metaverse. He does tomorrow with the legend, a kid called Beast, and everything more. Spotty Wi-Fi for Tapping Tuesdays. He features after tracks, does a set, and gets the whole night jumping at his house. He heads over to the True Band Room at in Spottyland, does a crazy set, and then we bring in people from Web3, and I say we because I always feel like I'm riding with them. So Tap In Tuesdays, let them know.
Yeah. Every Tuesday, me and Spotty Land, we host Tap In Tuesdays. It's something that we started last summer. Spotty started building in Decentraland, and I immediately caught wind of it. And just from playing his music and creating connections, we connected in the metaverse, and we were able to do events together. So we started a weekly event on Tuesdays where we highlight artists, but we also highlight different things, different technologies, different metaverses. While I'm DJing, I'm also talking to the crowd, and I'm really interactive. So it's less of just a live DJ show and just a DJ pumping bangers into your face all day. It's really a more customized show where I'm reading the crowd through the chat box, and I'm changing the music according to that. It's a kind of a science to it. But I really I love interacting with the chat box. It's something I've done on social media on Web 2 through TikTok, and just brought it with me into the Web 3 space. And now I'm just bridging the two worlds together, and man, it's been a wild ride over the last 2.5 years.
That is so beautiful. I love this story. We're all just growing together and being adorable. And yeah, your TikToks are hilarious. So you're a great dancer. You're so great with your son. I can see how much you guys love each other, and you guys are besties. I absolutely love it. So that's what comes across on TikTok is you're just a great human and a great dad and a really good dancer. Just so if you guys didn't know, Trax dances IRL. It's fun. So we didn't have enough people retweet, so I just picked somebody from the space. Nate, great Nate, Beast fam. We're gonna drop you a build for Nifty Island thanks to Wilson. So Nate, thank you so much for being with us today.
Hey, congratulations, Nate. I know you've been out there grinding, doing it for the kid called Beast family. Also, I see my man in the building, Juice Fit. You see how tough that Beast is. He also sets the tone. He does a lot of shows on fitness. If anybody needs to get that IRL, I mean, the skinny guy's gonna stay skinny. But thinking about you, Juice, you're the man. I think we're about there. So we got a winner. Uh, it's about two girls, so I think let's do some closing remarks from these incredible legends. What's happening, and I'll play us out.
That sounds beautiful. Who wants to go first? Let's see. Who's on my list? Let's start with Walker. Give us your final thoughts. Anything we need to tap into this week?
Of course. Yeah, no, it was a great space today. A lot of good conversation. Really excited to see this continue and for people to get more ingrained and more connected with the metaverse and the build outs. We just released our post. I pinned it up earlier, but all the Utes are playable. So everybody in the Utes fam, make sure you get into Nifty, run around as your Ute, and start to build out your space. Thank you guys so much for having us, and we'll see you soon.
It is a beautiful avatar. I'm looking at it right now on the island, and the crown is just chef's kiss. Another MFer, thank you so much for joining us today. We loved picking your big nerdy brain. Is there anything going on this week that we should tap into, or do you have any final thoughts you want to share?
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me up. There's going to be an MFer gaming tournament on 3 islands this weekend. If you're interested, it's roughly quarter ETH in prizes. So it's just going to be a mixture of 3 different game modes on 3 different islands. Tap into my Twitter if you want to participate in that.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Okay, you guys, win some money, have some fun, hang out, learn a little bit more about the metaverse. I love it. Trax, big love to you, friend and family. Thank you so much for warming that co-host seat for us today. Really appreciate you. What do we need to tap into this week? And any final thoughts?
Yeah, y'all could tap into any of my metaverse locations by just clicking the link in my bio. It'll take you either to my Nifty Island location, to my Decentraland locations. I have builds in other metaverse worlds. Yeah, I mean, my metaverse is open 24/7. You might catch me in there like 10 plus hours out of the day. You know, I'm always hanging out there. That's like really where I spend a lot of my time. I haven't even had a chance to post on TikTok or a lot of other platforms because I've been so like sucked into like the Nifty Island grind. Just because I've been having a blast. And yeah, it's definitely pull up to my place. I have multiple races set up with contests going on like almost all the laps on the lap times. So like there's leaderboards that record your laps. So if you can get the fastest lap times or get in the top three on some of them, I'll be doing some skin giveaways and some VRM giveaways. And yeah, just really tune in. I'm gonna be dropping a Trax Island trailer tonight, so be on the lookout for that. Definitely tune into my Twitter page, turn on notifications because I'm gonna be doing a lot of giveaways, so you guys can walk around looking super dripped out without having to spend any coin. All you got to do is just pay attention to the Twitter page and be around. I'm gonna give a shout out to Nate because we do a lot of back and forth on the leaderboards, and we have a lot of fun with that. There's kind of like a culture growing around foot racing. You know, a lot of people are like super into like death matches and shooting each other and hitting each other with their swords, and we're like out here just crushing each other's times on leaderboards. And just when you think you can't go faster, like someone else beats you, and then you could just like you just keep topping each other. It's so much fun. So
Oh,
a lot.
I wanted to get into the culture of the games. Because it was so interesting. I've kind of started seeing a little bit, you guys going back and forth and kind of like friendly competition banter. And I'm just like, oh, I want to get into the, you know, the fun, what do you call it? Like the conversation around that, like the culture that's being built around all of the cool different games that people are up to.
The best way to do
Oh
that
yeah.
without getting too deep into the conversation of that is just to follow the Nifty Island page. Their social media page is like super active and they're always retweeting what's going on every day.
Okay.
So it's really easy to find what's happening and who's building cool shit. And there's always
Hmm.
great contests going on. Like those plans that they give out are like really valuable NFTs. So I really like pay attention to some of those that they have giveaways going on at. But yeah, just pay attention to the Nifty page because they post a lot and you can find stuff throughout there or just go on the website. The website's pretty streamlined.
Nice. Thank you so much for the alpha. As always, thank you so much for joining us and being part of the Metaverse Mondays fam. Mick, any final thoughts for you, sir, before we close it out?
You know, I'm going to be at Tapin Tuesdays hanging out. I cannot thank the team of Metatope for coming through and right after they broke the alpha and supporting. You guys really are a legend. And, you know, it takes really good founders and people binding together to make things great. I'm really appreciative for the opportunities. Trax, you are my G. Thank you for coming and giving us a little more data. I can't wait to catch you this week. Thank you to all the legends, Beast fam, Ute fam, All fam, Vipe down, that show up and just try and help us be better. And we really look forward to continuing that. My meta bestie, there's a reason 3 years in the game that I am just so damn grateful to be sitting next to you.
I absolutely love all of you. I can't, I just have to mirror what Nate says. We're grateful for you guys. We wouldn't be here without you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of our journey. And again, thank you for joining us on the 80th episode of Metaverse Monday. If you missed the show, boo boo, don't worry, we got you. The adventure has been streamed live to our YouTube and Kick channels, thanks to Vita TV, the one and only cable box in the metaverse. Visit our website to find all of season 1 curated into a fun edutainment podcast for easy listening. If you would like to become a sponsor of Metaverse Monday, feel free to reach out to me, Hi CC, or make an NFT to discuss the cosmic opportunities. If you want to find out where the party is, hop on over to lighthouse.world and follow me and Make. I'll put the links in the comments below. But until next week, my loves, we'll see you in the metaverse. Play us out, Make.
Okay, we out here making memories, so we're gonna do it. Cooper X, New Beat, Order, and Nitro Ona. We got memories for you, fam. And you can see us dancing on Her Kick Live. Let's go. Crazy shit I did tonight. Those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. All the crazy shit I did tonight. Those will be the best memories.
Let's fucking go, mate.
Let's fucking go!
You guys are so excited.
Spicy, coming off those islands.